It's a good combo, guys.
Oh, no, my God.
Y'all did that.
Yo, listen, man.
It's horrible. And then I look like that be arguing with everybody, and we gotta be able to have a conversation where we could be honest and where we could say things.
But that's unfair.
But we said we couldn't. We said we couldn't be honest about it. Yeah, we said we couldn't. That's why we shouldn't have it. I know.
If you want to say
that's what I said. Yeah. So
Imani said 20 minutes ago.
If you want to say some of the women are attractive, then we should say that.
I didn't say that at all.
No, I'm saying it.
It's the conversation. The conversation can't move in the way it needs to move because there's certain things that we would want to say
that would trigger people, right?
That we can't say. So
okay, but
that could be a sign of something. I mean, to me,
no, but that's not fair, Mark. What you a sign of what? Mark, sit down. What sign would that be?
You know what's crazy? If there's women with
he get to stand over there and
like
say
a level
that.
of intelligence and education.
He get to stand over there and say that.
I really believe everything that I'm saying. That's the way I'm saying it. You just have a different opinion.
I see what
you
did.
feel bad for more women.
I didn't do nothing.
Who's in a successful opinion?
Amazing.
Who's in a successful position because they're not able to get the black man that they may want that's on their level.
Yeah.
But you don't feel.
Are we on mic?
I'm done.
Yes, it's still rolling.
No, I'm done.
Still rolling.
I'm done.
Still rolling.
What's good, people? It's your boy The Kitchen. Now, it appears on this new Patreon exclusive that just came out that Ish and multiple people on that couch has called out Marc once again for pandering. Now, if you watch this show on a timely basis, you would know that this isn't a foreign thing at all, especially when it comes to Marc, as many people believe that he panders towards black women because that is his audience. And not only that, people would also say Marc is also very safe when it comes to the things he says, when it comes to subjects that they cover on the JBP. It's just a lot of things people could say about Marc because he comes from, obviously, the CNN world. He knows a whole set of people that are in higher places and stuff like that. So it is very understandable why Marc would watch what he says when it pertains to the JBP, because the JBP is also a very popular podcast and their reach goes far. I mean, they damn near go viral every couple weeks for something stupid that Joe says, but I digress. So on this Patreon, Ish calls out, well, not just Ish, Imani, Queen's Flip, and Joe. They call out Marc for pandering. Now, this all started when Imani would bring up a topic about the actress Quinta Brunson getting divorced, but Imani actually had a problem. Well, not a problem. He kind of looked at Quinta sideways when he found out that the person that Quinta was with was a white man. Now, Imani said ever since then he's kind of looked at her sideways because she preaches black everything. She stands for black people. She speaks on the problems and the plight that black men and black women face today. I mean, she stands for Black Lives Matter. She creates shows centered around black voices. She does a whole lot of things that promote and help black people. So Imani probably thought that since she preaches and is centered around everything black, that she would have a black spouse, but as they were discussing this, it just went left. They went completely off subject. They talked about something else completely different. Ish started talking about money and how black athletes don't go for black women. Then Marc made it personal because he knows Quinta Brunson personally, so he defended her, he caped for her, he brought up points that were kind of crazy because he kind of painted her out to be this black woman that no black men desired or wanted, so it just forced her to go to a white man. It was a mess. And it was quite heated, especially when it came to Marc and Ish going back and forth.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, so there we have it. So when you start saying to men or to women that, yo, I don't think that you should dumb down in your education level or your salary level or whatever, but it's the same equivalent to saying to a rich popping ass dude that I don't think you should have to settle and date somebody that you find
less than attractive,
physically not your pleasing.
I hear what you're saying, and I don't necessarily disagree with that. I mean, I do disagree with that, but that is, again, the argument that you're... just hear me out.
I'm listening.
I think you don't realize the faces you make. So sometimes
I realize
because I'm responding to you, and then you're like, I ain't saying nothing. I mean, yeah, but you're going, ah! So it makes me then respond to the faces you make.
Got you.
So what I'm saying is,
Now, while these guys are pretty cool outside the podcast studio, heated arguments like this could really break up a bond, can break up a friendship. And these guys claim to be friends. Hey, I mean, even Marc Lamont Hill helped Ish with his surgeon for his Achilles.
Wrong. Remember that nigga gave me a boot?
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to have no boot.
What?
They were supposed to put a soft cast on my shit and pitch my leg in a certain direction. Like, like step on the gas. You know how you step on the gas?
Yeah.
And your foot go down? My foot's supposed to stay like that because that bring your Achilles tendon back to your calf. If my foot supposed to stay like my foot is pitched like that right now.
Oh, got you.
That nigga gave me a boot at 90 degrees and had me walking around on a boot and all this dumb shit. So
That's a lawsuit.
when I start hearing about what should be going on, I'm like, yo, let me go get a second opinion. So when Marc put me on Shorty, he like, yo, I got an orthopedist. She brilliant, blah, 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 blah. I didn't know she was in LA. I thought she was in Philly. So I'm talking to her. My nigga, I'm talking to her for 10 minutes. She gave me more game than the other doctor had gave me in a week. Yo, you got to do this. You got to do that. I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm going to run my insurance, see if I could come to Philly. She like, I'm not in Philly no more. I'm in LA. I'm like, fuck. So she like, yo, I'll try to get a referral for you. Right? So for somebody out there, I'm like, all right, cool. So that Saturday, remember I had got an EKG that Friday.
Yeah.
So that Saturday when I went to the doctor, he like, yo, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. I'm like, yo, doc, I'm supposed to have these things that tilt my foot and I'm supposed to do this and that. He looking at me like I had 10 heads, my nigga. He like, huh? Wait, I never heard of that. What? I'm like, you never heard of that?
Oh yeah, off to LA we go.
My nigga, I came home, I called Shorty, I said, yo, can you do my surgery? She like, stop playing. I'm like, for real? She was like, you gonna come to LA? I was like, yeah, if you gonna do it. I said, yo, I'm gonna send you my insurance information, see if this is Saturday, my nigga.
But I say all that to say this. Arguments like the one we just witnessed, plus ego, can mess up a friendship. Can divide two best buddies that were closer than peanut butter and jelly. No, but for real though, do you guys feel like I'm overreacting? Or do you guys feel like I have a point? Because there's some credence to what I'm saying in my eyes. But like I said, let me know how you feel in the comments. Till next time, it's your boy The Kitchen. Deuces.